welcome to a very merry episode of Getting Saucy with Chef Cheryl. I'm so glad you could all join me here at Gerhardt's Appliances in Glenside, Pennsylvania. So today I wanted to do, of course, our Christmas episode, as there is only just a few days left until the big day. Christmas has always been a huge time of year for me. I am a Christmas baby. I was born on Christmas Day, and Christmas was always a huge celebration in our house, no matter whose side we were on. So I thought about Christmas, how it's celebrated here in the United States, how it's celebrated all across the world. I do have a multicultural family, as I believe a lot of us do. So we have everything from European to Mediterranean to Hispanic and Native American. We have a grand mixture. And Christmas is obviously celebrated in different ways all around the world. And I thought, why not bring a little taste of that to Saucy? So I would like to bring to you guys 4 different types of Christmas drinks that you can make from your family. They're from Chile, Puerto Rico, the United States, and of course, Italy. So the first one I would like to start with is our Chilean drink. It's called Cole de Mano, and it is absolutely delicious. So I'm just gonna start because it needs to boil down a little bit. So what I have here is a 1/4 cup of water. And I'm going to add to that 5 whole cloves and a stick of cinnamon. And I'm just going to go ahead and bring that up to a simmer. And I'm going to let that simmer while I make our bombardino. Okay, so I'm going to put that on simmer. So we'll let that go and we'll come right back to it. Now, Italians have a classic Christmas drink. It's called Bombardino. So it's a mixture of eggnog with espresso and topped with a little bit of Cool Whip. So that's what we're going to start with. I'm going to add my espresso right to my pan and heat that up, and then to that I will add my eggnog, and we'll simply bring that to a low simmer and let that go. So I'm going to turn that on right here on my Jenn-Air cooktop. It's one of the things I absolutely love about my Jenn-Air cooktop is having enough space to make all of my drinks at the same time. They're not crowded together, which is absolutely fantastic. So we're just going to move our espresso and eggnog to the side. And we'll go ahead and start on one of my absolute favorite Christmas drinks that I'm going to make in our Wolf blender here. So what this is Puerto Rican Coquito. Now all of these drinks are naturally made with brandy, but since we are, with alcohol, brandy and rum and all kinds of different liqueurs, but we're going to make them virgin so they're acceptable for all of the members of your family. So I'm going to go ahead with our Puerto Rican Coquito. And the first thing I'm going to add here, I have a can of sweetened condensed milk. I'm just going to pour that right into my blender. Oh, it's so beautiful and thick, absolutely gorgeous. It smells amazing. The texture is nice and creamy, as you would imagine. To that, I'm going to add in a can of evaporated milk. I'm going to pour nice and slowly. There we go. Now, the best way that I can describe Coquito is almost like a coconut eggnog in the Puerto Rican culture. My mother-in-law makes fantastic Coquito. I've had it in my in-laws many times. To this, I'm just adding coconut milk. It has separated. That's totally fine. Until it came out of our can, we're just going to blend it up in our blender anyway. And finally, we are going to add in just a little bit of cinnamon. This is about a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. This is the point where you would add in about 1/2 cup of white rum. And I'm also going to add in just a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm going to give that a whirl in our blender, and we can get that right in our glass, ready to go for our guests. Join me back here in 2 minutes. Okay guys, we've let our Coquito go in our blender for just a few minutes to get it nice and frothy. So we're going to pour that right into a nice tall glass. You're going to want to serve your Coquito chilled, perhaps with a nice little coconut stick for a garnish, or a little bit of your ground cinnamon will also work as well. So I'm going to simply lift, and my Coquito is nice and fluffy, just like I want it to be. Just pour that straight in, and like I said, we're going to serve this nice and cold, okay? Add a little cinnamon stick to that guy, and he is absolutely ready to go. So next we'll move on to our drinks that we have heating. Our Cole de Mano has the cinnamon and the clove simmering in a little bit of water. And we also have our Bombardino, which if you remember is our eggnog and espresso mixture that's heating to a nice little simmer. So these are our warm drinks, and these are gonna be our chill drinks, okay? We're also gonna go ahead and make the classic American eggnog at the final of this episode, so don't miss out on that. So let's step back on over and we'll worry about taking care of our drink from Italy. So this is our Bombardino, as I said. Now, it's often called many different things depending on what liquor you may or may not add to your drink. So here I just have a small mason jar. I think it's an adorable way to serve your Bombardino, and you're just gonna very carefully pick up your mixture together. We're gonna give that a little whisk to make sure it's all incorporated. And then we're gonna pour straight in. And what I'm gonna top my Bombardino with is a little bit of whipped cream, okay? Then we're just gonna give it a little douse of our ground cinnamon on top of that. So nice and slowly, obviously this is hot, you don't wanna spill. Just gonna pour a Bombardino right into our mason jar. Beautiful. Oh, we have a little spill, no big, we'll clean that up. And that is just the way we wanna serve that, guys. So we're gonna put that right to the side, and then we're gonna go on to our next two drinks. Okay guys, so welcome back. So 2 drinks down and 2 to go. So we're gonna go back to our Chilean drink. So that's your Cole de Mano, and we're gonna check on our cinnamon and clove. They are perfectly simmered down. We just have a little base of water left. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 1 cup of a mixture of whole milk and heavy cream. I'm gonna pour that right into my sauce pot. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna turn it up a little bit and get that simmering, okay? Then I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about Christmas and why I love it so much, especially here in Glenside. So here in Glenside, we have a place called Keswick Village, and they do a wonderful time having a whole Christmas tree lighting ceremony, carolers. It was a wonderful event. There are plenty of great events here in Glenside, and we hope that you guys come down and visit us here at Gerhardt's Appliances. Like I said, we have locations all over the Philadelphia area, and we happen to be in Glenside. So if you're feeling Christmassy, let's bring it back. Let's take it offline. Let's put our shoes and our coat on, walk through those streets, visit your local shops. It's so important to keep your money where your heart is in your local community. So remember to shop small this Christmas, find something absolutely unique for your family that they will love, and support not only your kids' dreams, but other people's dreams as well. Every dollar you put into the small business owner's pocket goes back to his family. So let's not forget about family at this time of year, and we are all one big family here in Keswick and in Glenside, and we hope you join us. So now back, we have our cafe. It is simmering. So what we're going to do is we have 3 cups of milk and cream together in a bowl, and I'm simply going to take my warmed milk and strain it directly over my bowl, and then we're going to add in a few things to that, okay? So as this heats up, what I have here is a 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm going to add that right into my mix. And I have 1 tablespoon of instant coffee, okay? So we're just gonna mix that right in. And we're gonna use our whisk. And we're just gonna gently whisk that all in together. This smells absolutely delicious, you guys. I wish you could be standing right here with me in our Jen Air kitchen today, because it is so Christmassy. Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna strain this boiled mixture, like I said, directly over our bowl of cold milk. So allow me to move these things out of our way. So here I just have a mesh strainer so we can catch our tiny cloves. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour our heated mixture directly over that milk, and then we're going to whisk in a little bit of vanilla. So you can keep that beautiful cinnamon stick if you would like. Put it aside, and you can put it maybe in your big container of Café de Mano. All right. I'm sorry, Cole de Mano. I am thinking of another Italian drink that I enjoy very much so. So we're gonna move this to the side for just 1 moment. I'm gonna pour in my 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm gonna give that a little whisk. Perfect. Our Cole de Mano, our Chilean Christmas drink, is completed. So let's move on to our final beverage of our Christmas episode, and that is the classic eggnog. Okay? So you guys, I don't know if you know this, but traditional eggnog is made with raw egg. So what I have here is our Wolf blender. If you have a Vitamix or another very powerful blender at home that you can use, this turns the raw egg. It uses what's called friction boil, so your eggs aren't actually raw when they hit the cup. Don't use your regular blender that you got for maybe a few dollars. You want to use a very high powerful blender to get your friction boil going, okay? So what I have here is 6 egg yolks. I'm going to dump those straight in. And to that, I'm going to add I have here sugar, just regular white granulated sugar. And we're going to put those in our blender. And what we're going to do is we're going to allow these to blend at a high speed for 2 full minutes to get those eggs exactly how we want them. And then we'll go on with making our eggnog. So join me right back here. Okay guys, so welcome back. It's been about 2.5 minutes and our egg mixture has gone in our very powerful blender. So all we're gonna do is add our egg mixture directly into a large mixing bowl. So I'm gonna nice and slowly just pour out that egg and sugar mixture. It's a beautiful golden yellow color. And what I have beside me is a few cups of milk and heavy cream combined. So I'm going to just whisk those right in to my egg mixture. Okay, beautiful, just like that. And while I'm whisking, I'm going to go ahead and add in what I have here is half a teaspoon of cinnamon mixed with half a teaspoon of nutmeg. Now you can put in as much nutmeg as you like. I always say do your recipes to taste. This is for you and your family, and how you want to enjoy it is completely up to you. So we're just going to go ahead and keep frothing up this beautiful eggnog, get it nice and mixed together. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to add the final touch, just a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, just like so. Oh, this is so gorgeous, you guys. Frothy and absolutely delicious. I'm going to go ahead and grab a ladle. We're going to ladle up our very last drink, and then I'm going to show you guys how it all comes together. Our Christmas drinks from around the world. Join me back here in just a minute. Hi guys, we're back and we have our eggnog all in our nice little mason jar. I'm going to add that to my serving dish, and what I'm going to do is go right on ahead and add some Cool Whip to my Bombardino. So remember, this is our eggnog and espresso mixture from Italy. I'm going to add 1 stick of cinnamon right to our Cole de Mano. This is our Chilean coffee mixture. And we also have back here our eggnog and our coquito. Like we said, we want to put a little bit of garnish. Our coquito will be absolutely delicious with just a little cinnamon. So I'm going to add that in. And I hope that you guys take a moment, join your family, grab pots and pans, and let's have a taste of the holidays from all over this beautiful globe. So I hope you guys join me in the next time for Getting Saucy with Chef Cheryl. And until then, stay saucy and a very Merry Christmas to you and yours from all of us here at Gerhardt's Appliances. Until then, bye.